What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Soulfly Trades here, back with another video. And today, I just want to talk to you guys about, the plays that I took today. My first red day of the week. Down $40 on the day. I'm glad it's only $40. Thank God. Because I was down much more than that. I was down $422 actually on the day. But after I reset my mindset and everything, uh took a step back, looked at the market. I caught a nice play to make some money back. But long story short, I just want to get into some of the mistakes that I made here, and hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes. So long story short, I woke up late. That was the first mistake. I woke up late. I woke up at 6:45, and the market opens on Pacific Standard Time at 6:30. So I was 15 minutes late. But luckily, I had did some analysis last night, and I kept seeing this demand turn supply area. I kept seeing us trying to break through but rejecting off of it. And we made a pre-market low of 391.85, and then we rejected it again. Right before market open, kind of before market open. So I had a bias coming in today. I had a bearish bias, which you should never have a bias going into the day. You should only take what the market gives you. The market doesn't lie. You take what you see, not what you think. Long story short, I wanted to try puts. So, and that's what messed me up, because I was stuck in this mindset for a long time. But long story short, I was waiting for a push up to this 393 area and for some kind of reject. And I seen we had some kind of reject. So I got in the trade here. I got into 392 puts. Long story short, I was actually up $100 right here. We came down. We came down. I held it through. Because I thought I wanted to break this trend line so bad. Long story short, I held into supply, thinking, we're just gonna reject out of supply, supply and demand, you know what I mean? But the market could do whatever it wants to do. That's why you have to use price action and value. And me having a bias on the day was what fucked me up. So long story short, we came down here. I was up $100 at 392. I should have sold it, but my target was pre-market lows over here at 391.85. I wanted to touch pre-market lows. That's what I wanted to do. I thought we were gonna, make some form of a double top in this area and just, tank back down, but we didn't. The buyers were strong, and I should have seen that, because number one, we made a higher low right here and another higher low, which means technically that was an uptrend. I even drew the trend line, when I came to my screen at 6:45, but I was still a little bit sleepy. So, my brain wasn't fully active at the moment. Long story short, I held through the supply. I held through all of this supply. I'm gonna go to my trade here. I held and I sold about right here because I wasn't liking price action. I wanted price to break below and hold below, but we were holding VWAP very nicely. And that's another thing I failed to see. I failed to see that we were holding VWAP. It's mistakes after mistakes. Long story short, I held all the way through, sold it at about, I couldn't hold no more. I sold it about right here, at 394.57. I was actually down on that $264 on that trade. I took another put. I took a 393 put because, I seen the supply and demand, and, I wanted to take the opportunity to try to do supply and demand. So long story short, I took another put option right around here right around here when I seen this rejecting actually. And the spreads was super weird, bro. Like it was like it cost like 40 something cents, and that's how I know the buyers were strong, because my stop loss was at like 35 cents, and it was nowhere. My stop loss was up here, but the trade, it triggered my stop loss because the spreads were so weird. There were no sellers really. There were only buyers. So I lost $18 on that second trade. Third trade, I did a 394 put. Wanted to take it into money, the 394. Where was it? Where was it? Let me go on my 5 minute. Yeah, I took a 394 put. I tried to hold it all the way down to 393. It didn't work. Started going against me, so I sold it. Another L. There are 3 L's today for $140. So total, that was $422 that I lost. $422. So I said, okay, I think I'm done. I don't want to overtrade. You don't want to overtrade. So I was just like, I'm just going to sit back because I seen the distribution. I seen distribution of price. Basically, we're going from level to level. Let me show you on my 5 minute time frame to make it a little bit more. We're just traveling from level to level. So I was like, okay, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to wait until I have some momentum that's confirmed in the market from either buyers or sellers in either direction. So long story short, I seen this big momentum candlestick. It was a huge momentum. Matter of fact, let me go to my 1 minute time frame to show you how big that candlestick was. Give me 1 second, everybody. This is my 1 minute. I'll show this on my 5 minute. I'll bring my 5 minute up right here just to have an idea of how big that was. So I seen us break out with a lot of momentum and volume. As you can see right here, the candlestick was validated by volume. This is the effort and this is the result. Remember, effort is the volume and the result is the candlestick. Say, for instance, okay, if you have a big candlestick like this, right, you want it to be above average volume because it will be what's called an anomaly. If this candlestick was this big, but the volume was let's say, below the average, that's an anomaly. And that's really someone's forcing the price up, but that means sellers are going to sell it off really quick. So you really want to be careful. And so long story short, I seen this momentum candlestick validated with volume. So I said, if I wasn't going to trade, but I seen that and it was validated. And when it's validated like that, I had to get in. I had to follow momentum. Long story short, I got in around right here. I took it all the way up. Give me 1 second, everybody. Yeah, I took it all the way up. I only had 2 contracts. Mind you, I only had 2 contracts. So what happened was I took it up. I sold, I'd say about right here. I sold right here for around $140 something. Sold it. I'm glad I sold it too. And then I was waiting for a pullback because I seen that the buyers were really strong. I was like, maybe I can get 2 plays in one. So I waited for the pullback. Boom. As you can see, I bought back in, I'd say around right here when we started rejecting this 21-day EMA, and I took it right back up. Look at this. This was beautiful. I took it right back up. I literally sold at the tippy top. My price target was $397. $397. So in total from, those 2 trades, really made most of my money back. I made $382 from those 2 trades alone. And, that canceled out most of my losers, which I like, and it was my fault. I shouldn't even have traded before my mind was clear enough to understand what was going on in the market. But, FOMO, fear of missing out, I took the trade. But, you live and you learn in the trading world. You live and you learn, But that's the thing about trading. You don't have a boss. You have to know when to stop. You have to know when to reset and know when to regroup, basically. Because you don't have anybody saying, hey, SoFly, don't trade no more. You're over trading. You don't have anybody telling you that. So you have to be very self-aware. But long story short, I made quite a few mistakes today. And another mistake was, well, not a mistake. I went against one of my rules. I traded after 8:30 because this was at 10:35. But, I'm going to be honest, I was kind of revenge trading too at the same time because I just couldn't eat that $422 loss. I couldn't eat it. I just couldn't. I had to get something back. And you don't want to think like that, though. You do not want to think like that. Do not think like that. you know, because it could have gotten worse for me. I could have been down $500-600 more dollars. You know what I mean? So you really don't want to revenge trade, but I seen this confirmation. I seen these candlesticks, and with the confirmation through volume, so I really wanted to get in on that. It was a very good play, and we held prior day close, bounced right off of prior day close, took that right back up to the tip of the top, and I made basically almost all my money back. So I only had a loss of $40 today. And on this channel, you know, I like to be very transparent with you guys, show you my wins and my losses, because trading, nobody wins every day. No strategy is 100%. You know, the market is imperfect. You know, you have manipulators, market makers, and specialists in the market that can manipulate the market. That's why you need to know how to follow those guys. You need to know how to follow the market makers and follow what they're doing, and, you know, just join along with the ride. And that's what I did right here. I just joined along with the ride. But long story short, comment down below what you guys would like me to teach you guys about trading. Would you like them to know more about support and resistance, supply and demand, how to use Fibonacci's, how do I use prior day close, or how to use VWAP? You know, comment down below. You know, let's have a conversation. And also comment down below if you guys think I should make a Discord channel, because I'm thinking about making a Discord channel. And, you know, giving some call outs, you know, for the people that's just starting to trade, so they can kind of get an idea of my thought process when I'm actually entering the trades and, you know, executing them and exiting the trades. So, you know, just comment down below what you guys would like me to show you guys, and if you guys think I should make a Discord. But without further ado, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I really do appreciate everybody from tuning in. You know, I started from the bottom with this, and, you know, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to be better every day, you know, and that's what this is all about. Trading is all about trying to be better on the charts and off the charts. You do most of your progress in trading off the screen, which means you got to read, bro. You got to study, bro. You got to, you know, look on YouTube, you know, how to use support and resistance, how to use supply and demand. You know, you guys want to look at that kind of stuff. You guys want to beef up your knowledge, because you get more confidence in trading the more you know. The more you know, the more confidence you have. It's just like with anything else. It's like, do you think a lawyer doesn't become a lawyer in a day? You know what I mean? Like, it takes time, you know, it takes practice and it takes consistency. So I just want all you guys to stay consistent. Do not give up. It will get hard. It will get hard. Trust me. I've had days where I wanted to give up, but I didn't. And, you know, I'm glad I didn't. I'm still not quite where I want to be, but, you know, I'm getting there. You know, I'm still learning, and I'm glad I can at least help you guys in my learning process. But, you know, without further ado, I appreciate everybody from tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.